In this 83rd video, I discuss on microplastics in humans. It's a really very significant topic on which every scientist and every intellect should take up for discussion and should ponder over on this topic very seriously, because it creates a situation wherein human beings with the microplastics in his body systems is prone for cancer, many diseases, cardiac diseases, and his vital organs will fail in in course of time due to the accumulation of microplastics in the tissues. It's a very serious topic for discussion, and it's a challenging topic also, because it is unavoidable. It has become a common trend, a cosmopolitan process, that everybody in this world is making use of the plastics in one form or the other. Say for example, when he gets up from the bed, he uses a plastic brush for cleaning his teeth, tongue. It is unavoidable. We cannot use a metallic brush. We cannot use a steel brush. We cannot use copper brush. We cannot use a brush made up of any other thing, hard alloy, or we cannot make use of some raw material from nature, say for example from plants, like plant stems, plant branches. But people in the ancient era, they used to use plant systems, twigs, for cleaning their teeth. But nowadays we have become so civilized globally that nobody is prepared to use plant twigs to clean up his tongue and teeth. That's the reason why the industrialists also are coming out with so many innovative designs of the toothbrushes, and many toothbrushes are coming out into the market, are purchasing, and we are using. It is a simple thing. So starting with the cleaning of the teeth and tongue, so many plastics are being used. The things which are made up of plastics are being utilized in our daily life, which is unavoidable. Therefore, we call it as a plastic age. Now the era is plastic era, plastic age, wherein every system is making use of plastics in one form or the other. In the hospitals, in the form of catheters, in the form of disposable syringes, they are using plastics. So they are all made up of plastics. And many surgical equipment also is made up of plastics. It's unavoidable. It has become unavoidable thing. And not only that, in agriculture, pump sets are made up of plastics. Pipes in the agriculture system, the water for irrigation, water irrigation, the fields, they are making use of the big plastic pipes. That's how the use of plastics has become unavoidable and cosmopolitan, and everybody is making use of the plastics in his daily life for all the activities. For storing the pulses also we are using plastics. For storing pickles also, which are acidic in nature, they are say mango pickle is being used. It is stored in the plastic containers. Very dangerous situation. It's not only that, even the textile industry also making use of plastic ingredients for making cloth. So that's how the plastic has become universal ingredient in the production of many usable items in industry, in research, even the research also labs, in the research labs, many things used for research, either maybe chemical industry or maybe biological industry or any other research industry, agro industry, things are made with plastics, containers, pipes, everything, most of the things are made up of plastics. To store the chemicals also we are making use of the plastics in even the research labs. That's how the plastic use has become a very universal and cosmopolitan in the life of human being. That's why we call it as plastic age. And interesting thing and shocking thing is very recently an investigation by the researchers shown that the small nano size plastic material, plastic molecules, plastic ingredients in the nano size in the particle, very small particles, it is diffused into the human system, into the tissues of the human organs, in the bloodstream. So, I mean, which is a very alarming situation. Very recently, it is found that by the many experts, researchers in the field of medicine and also uh, food industry, and also in science and technology, and in advanced instrumentation, people are they have taken up the research as to how these plastics are used, plastic equipment is used, and whether these plastic equipment are utility, plastic instruments or equipment is doing any harm to the systems, body systems of the human beings. And it's very interesting to note in their findings that yes, in the nano size or in the small micro size, the plastic ingredients are diffused into the tissues of the human organs, vital organs, say lungs, kidneys, heart, brain, and gastric system, whatnot, muscle system. That means the plastic ingredients in the nano size or in the small micro size plastic particles are there found in the tissues, cellular systems, tissues of the human being, which is very risky and dangerous and alarming, on which all the scientists, all the intellectuals of the society and the world, global scientists, should ponder over and think over, explore the ways and means to avoid such a diffusion of the microplastics into the human bloodstream, human tissues, and organs, vital organs, because the accumulation of the nano size plastic microplastics into the tissues of the vital organs will lead to cancer, development of cancer, malignancy, because the diffusion of the DNA and disturb the DNA functioning, malfunctioning of DNA and production of malfunctioning proteins, and we can say abnormal proteins, so abnormal genes, abnormal genome that will be carried, and again malignancy is developed. It's a serious problem. That's why we know uh, at least 1 in 15 to 20%, 1 in 20 in the globally developing cancer, malignancy of one tissue or the other in the humans. It's a serious medical condition which needs immediate medical attention and treatment. Developing cancer means malignancy means it's a serious problem because it leads to the death, the fatal condition, death of the person, and it's not affordable. Also, the treatment is affordable for the average people, below average people, poor people. Only rich, highly rich people can afford the treatment of cancer as on date because the medicines are so costly that ordinary average man cannot afford to take it, cannot take the treatment. So that is the reason why we should avoid the diffusion or accumulation of the microplastics in the human tissues. This is a very serious and very serious topic which needs immediate attention of the intellectual scientists, technologists as to how to avoid the diffusion, entry of the microplastics into the human tissues, human body. So it's a really very alarming, very serious problem. One should be very alert. Everyone on this globe, every human being on this globe should take it very seriously and very cautiously while using the plastics, and important and precautionary measures one should take to best use the plastics under the conditions of necessity and unavoidable conditions. They can use the plastics, but they should take precautionary measures to check the entry of the microplastics into the human systems, tissues, by washing the plastic material equipment thoroughly, twice, thrice, thoroughly with good water, pure water, to see the surface plastic microplastics materials, micro plastic materials, particles, microplastic particles be removed with water, and they should not store corrosive food materials like pickles, acid producing chemicals like mango pickles, which are very acidic in the plastic containers, because they corrode the plastic surface, and they dissolve the plastics surface, container surface, and then the harmful plastic ingredients will slowly enter into the body tissues in the form of microplastics. So it's a very harmful. So everyone should take it a very serious issue, serious problem, which needs immediate attention. It is a need of the hour for everyone to pay his attention, or she pays her attention to avoid use of plastics. If it is unavoidable to use the plastic, they should take precautionary measures to clean the plastic equipment thoroughly, then use with caution. So dear viewers, if you like my video, kindly share, subscribe and comment. Thank you, dear viewers.